This past week, the BBC aired an investigative piece on its show Panorama, which revealed that British opposition leader Jeremy Corbyn's office interfered in the disciplinary process intended to root out anti-Semitism. The investigation spoke to many former Labour officials, some of who quit the party due to anti-Semitism allegations, who said that the party's top figures minimized complaints of anti-Semitism against party members. In response, the Labour Party vehemently denied the accusations, but under Corbyn's leadership, the party has been repeatedly accused of anti-Semitism since 2016. And here to discuss this troubling issue is Paul Gross, Senior Fellow at the Menachem Begin Heritage Center. Paul, welcome.
Thank you. Hi.
So let's jump right in. What's your take on this BBC expose?
Well, to some extent, it revealed what we already know, which is that since Jeremy Corbyn became leader of the party, anti-Semitism has rocketed in the Labour Party and has become an issue such that the party has been labelled institutionally anti-Semitic in various reports and is being investigated by the Equality and Human Rights Commission in the UK. Not only that, I think what's new in the report, what I think is new in the documentary, is the direct involvement of the leader's office in these investigations into anti-Semitism. So there's supposed to be an independent disputes panel looking at these investigations, and it seems that people from the leader's office, with the approval of the leader, we assume, have decided to take control of the investigations and decide for themselves what constitutes anti-Semitism. And it turns out that what they think constitutes anti-Semitism is really only when the press gets hold of a story and it becomes public. That's when they suspend people and they impose disciplinary action. Otherwise, literally, as it turns out, hundreds of cases of anti-Semitism in the Labour Party are being ignored.
I mean, and this is something that's been an ongoing issue since 2016, right? 9 Labour Party members have quit due to anti-Semitism. How has this been allowed to run rampant for so long and essentially become institutionalized within the Labour Party? Firstly,
the party has denied that it's taking place, right? So Jeremy Corbyn will say that there's just a handful of cases, when in reality, especially now, we know there are, as I said, hundreds a week. Or it's seen as, it's not anti-Semitism, it's just criticism of Israel, which is wrong on a couple of levels. One is that there is classic anti-Semitism, Holocaust denial, praising the Holocaust, calling Jews puppet masters of global capitalism and international affairs, real, centuries-old anti-Semitism, and also the quote-unquote criticism of Israel is in fact usually an obsessive hatred of Israel, which is, goes way beyond criticism of Israeli policies, really singling out Israel as the Jewish state for particular demonization. So there's that denial on the part of the Labour Party, to some extent it hasn't gone without consequence. The Labour Party has dropped in the polls, partly because of this, partly because of its position on Brexit, but really given how unpopular the British government, the Conservative government, is at the moment, the main reason why the Labour Party, or one of the reasons why the Labour Party is doing so badly in opposition to that government, is all this stuff around anti-Semitism. So I don't think it's without consequence.
So is anti-Semitism here to stay in the Labour Party, or is it something that will get better, let's say, post-Corbyn?
I think it will. Look, I think it could well get better if and when Corbyn leaves. But it's not just about Corbyn, because the Labour Party is now dominated. The membership of the Labour Party is now dominated by the types of far-left activists who elected Corbyn, and many, not all, but many of those share this same worldview. So I think it may well go on after Corbyn, but a lot depends on who replaces him. There are some people on the left who share some of Corbyn's extreme ideas, but not all of them, and not to the same extent. So we'll have to wait and see who replaces Corbyn. But definitely nothing's going to happen. Nothing is going to happen to solve this problem as long as Corbyn remains leader of the party.
Okay, well, Paul Gross, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us today.
Sure. Thank you.